myself and the Daily Sniper, if we ever take a loss one day, right, which happens to day traders, people lose money, people have red days, it's completely common and it's accounted for. The next day, we come back at full force. What is going on, traders? We guys crushed it today. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I made $9,000 on the day today, as well as preparing you guys to trade the best setups at the best prices for tomorrow. Let's get into it. So, if you watched my video last night, there's almost 4,000 of you that have. I'm hoping majority of you were able to catch puts at the exact high of this morning's trading session, like myself and the Daily Sniper. I ended up getting 606 puts for Valentine's Day. As soon as we broke over 606, it ended up being the high of this morning's trading session. We ended up selling the move, made crazy bank. What did we end up doing? We had a big overreaction trade. We ended up closing beneath our key level from this morning's pre-market live stream. On the retest, ended up buying puts, 605 puts, brought these deep in the money, and look where we bounced. This morning's pre-market live stream, we had a couple levels. The first biggest level, the macro level, was 605.80. Under that, we had a micro level at 605.04. We had another micro level at 604.50. And then we had PCP. And then yesterday's support, previous resistance, turned into a support at 603.05. Look where we ended up bouncing in this morning's trading session, right? A gap close reversal. This went from 604 all the way to 606, right? 2 full point move on just a gap close. You don't need to be buying calls in this BS. You don't need to be buying puts in the middle of here. You got to buy puts here in this zone. You got to buy calls in this zone, right? And you got to buy calls at this zone. Those are the biggest levels we ended up doing. And this is how I was able to capitalize and have an almost 5-figure day today from trading my game plan. We knew 605.80 was a brick wall. We knew everything's bullish, higher highs, higher lows. So don't be thinking about puts, but just know that 605.80 is a possible U-turn level, right? So this morning, once we broke through it, as soon as we came up to 606, I ended up taking my risk to reward. I hit this with 100 contracts, sold the move for a full point, hit the retest, sold the move for a full point, right? And look, we ended up bouncing for the gap close reversal. Now, we ended up having a crazy bounce at yesterday, as I just showed you guys. Yesterday's previous resistance, right? We turned into a support, right? So it was yesterday's support, 603.05, which is still a support, right? That's the reason why we had a big bounce from that level. Now, if you look at the after hours right now, we are still trading under 605.80. We clearly had a bounce, a big bounce through our big level, and we ended up closing above, right, the macro level. So ideally, on the daily time frame, this is bullish, right? But now look at the after hours. Look at the massive sell-off as soon as market closed, 3-point drop, okay? So the market is uncertain of these levels. So the biggest levels to be watching tomorrow, again, we got the 605.80, right? This, I'm still extremely bearish under 605.80. Look at today's price action, and I was able, myself in the Discord were able to identify this in the early morning trading session of a sideways trading day, right? Give or take, look where we ended up dropping to, look where we ended up closing at, okay? Sideways trading. We knew that SPY was trying to consolidate at these levels for the bigger move to the upside or the bigger move, break of trend to the downside. Now that we are literally trading flat from where we opened, we have the same levels to be trading off of. So mark these levels down on your chart. 605.80, massive macro level, right? First level. Second level, we can even hit the previous resistance today of 606.30. You can add that level to your chart. Right underneath that, we have 605, right? Just look at 605. Look at the floor that we ended up having today. Whether we broke it or ripped above it, SPY loves 605, right? And this is what the chart is telling us. It doesn't matter what happens up here, what happens down here. SPY loves 605, and we are chilling in the 605 level. This is now a massive level to be trading at. If we hold its support, we're going to rip 80 cents, almost a full dollar, to the next key level. If we end up rejecting this level, right, where are we going to be dropping to? Today's previous closing price, which is 604.22. Now, this gap is filled. I'm going to make it blue. and I'm going to make it blend in with my chart. And now we have another micro level. This is how I make some of my key levels from the previous closing prices. The previous closing prices were at one point a heavy resistance level. If we break above it and retest it, it's now a massive support. If we come up to a previous closing price and we resist it, it's now a resistance level. Okay, so these are the best setups for tomorrow. 603.05. If we reject this, SPY is going to free fall to 600. Okay, we already know that. 3 points down. Yes, we're going to have micro bounces at 602.20s. Yes, we're going to have micro bounces at 601.79. Of course, but the overall direction for us to flip extremely bearish, right? We have to reject 603.05. Until then, you're going to be dealing with some massive price movement like this. Big volatility, big price movements. So, when you get extremely bearish, is once you see resistance under 603.05. Okay, so now we're looking at everything. Everything's flat, right? We've been making higher highs, higher lows. We end up closing flat. We still close at a new high of day for pretty much. So the daily time frame, everything is bullish. When to get bearish, okay? This key level 605.80, we come up to it. First reaction, I don't know if puts are going to print. Okay, I could see us holding this and ripping all the way to 608 because this is the biggest resistance that we have on SPY, 608. Okay, after 608, we have 609.75. So we have some two big upper levels as support. How are we going to be able to tell if it's I don't know where this is coming from. How are we going to be able to tell if SPY is going to take that move? This is the biggest level. You see how we ripped through this level and immediately rejected it? In the pre-mark, in the after hour, sorry, it's a resistance. So if we end up seeing a nice floor, big support at 605.80, 606, I'm going to hit calls. First, I'm going to get 3/4 of my position out at 607, and I'm going to leave some runners for 608. Okay, we end up rejecting this level. I'm going to be getting 606 puts, the same thing I did today with a 604.50 price target. Okay, getting rid of majority of my position there, leaving some runners for the ultimate sell-off to 603.05, and then leaving baby runners to potentially 600. So the market is very volatile. Now, I'm going to go on forexfactory.com for free news. Okay? This is an absolutely free webpage. So, Friday's news for tomorrow. 8:30 a.m. We got Canadian employment change. We have U.S. hourly earnings month over month. We have non-farm employment change, and we have unemployment rate at 8:30 a.m. At 10 a.m. we have consumer sentiment, 2 orange folders at 10 a.m. So the big news is going to happen before market, right? But lucky for you guys, I'm going live on YouTube tomorrow morning for trading hours, and we're going to come up with a game plan, right? And all you need to know, if you're not a part of this morning's live stream, tomorrow morning's live stream on YouTube and in the Daily Sniper community, we have news at 10 a.m. Make sure you're not in a trade. It's an orange folder. Orange folders are hit and miss, right? We either get a big reaction or no reaction. So keep that in mind. So best levels to be trading at 607 to the high point. We got 605.80, today's resistance, which is still a resistance. 604.50. If we reject that, we're dropping $1.50 down on SPY. A point and a half all the way down to 603.05. If we reject 603.05, another 3-point drop all the way to 600. That is personally how I am viewing the chart. Take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the same level, the same price as when I made last night's video, which means liquidity isn't coming into the market. Liquidity isn't leaving the market. We're holding. We're waiting for a big move to the upside or downside. I use Bitcoin as a leading indication for the financial markets, and you should too, because Bitcoin is like 2 weeks above SPY, right? So we just use, especially risky assets, risky investments like Bitcoin. As much as people don't think it's risky, I think it's going to zero, but I don't care. We're not talking about crypto right now. It's holding, okay? So there's nothing to be too bearish about. There's nothing to be too bullish about because we're at that U-turn level that we talked about, right? 605.80 is that U-turn level. Everything's making higher highs, higher lows, so we could potentially make a U-turn at this level, right? That's why we use 605.80 as the make or break. If we end up holding this as support, SPY's going to see 607, 608 very, very quickly. If we reject that, we're coming all the way back down to the 599 level. So tomorrow, I'm going to be live streaming in the Daily Sniper and free on YouTube for the day. If you would like to be a part of the #1 options Discord, everyone in the Daily Sniper, we have hundreds and hundreds of members in the Daily Sniper, guys. We have people making money every single day. I shorted the exact high of this morning's trading session. We don't talk to talk. We do this live, right? And not only are we doing it live, I'm preparing people before I even get into the position. Before I even get into the position, I'm alerting people. Guys, I got 606 puts on my screen. I'm looking for this to get. It's not like I'm in here, I'm selling here, I'm selling here. No, I tell everyone where to buy, where to sell. I'm teaching you guys to be self-sufficient traders. If you'd like to be a part of the #1 options Discord, we have a 50% off deal going on right now. Link is in the bio. I'm letting you know right now. If you made it this long in the video, I'm officially closing down monthly subscriptions to the Daily Sniper. I have a massive course that I am about to drop on your head top. The best options, day trading, crypto, whatever, everything in one. The best course possible. And the only way to get access in the Daily Sniper is literally through the course. So this is your time to lock in your position right now. Hit the yearly, hit the monthly, right? Hit the lifetime. I'm adding lifetime next week. We're only going to keep it updated, or we're only going to keep it live for the next 2 weeks. And then, guys, full force, Daily Sniper is closing down completely for monthly subscriptions. It's going to be members only, course members only. If you'd like to be a part of the #1 options Discord, the link is in the bio. I'll see everyone tomorrow. Take care, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Leave an emoji for me. Leave something. Put hate in the comments. Put a thumbs down. Give me something. Please give me a reaction. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Thank you guys for supporting me for this entire time. Last 2 years have been great. We went from 200 subscribers to 16,000 subscribers, and I appreciate all of you guys for taking your time watching these videos. Thank you so much, and I'll see everyone tomorrow live on YouTube. Notification bell. Click it. Take care, guys.